Chapter 1. Family. Moving around. People may have to shift from one place to another due to several reasons. Some may have to move from another city or country due to job requirements. Sometimes, people shift because they need to take care of family member. Sometimes, people are forced to shift due to natural calamities such as floods, drought, or crop failure. Shifting from one place to another is called migration. The people who move from one place to another are known as migrants. If people move from one country to another, it is called international migration. The people who migrate from their country to another are called immigrants. They are known as immigrants in the country where they settle down. Immigrants adapt to the culture and lifestyle of the country they have moved to. However, they try to retain their own customs and traditions. Let us look at some examples. Rohan's father has worked in Central Bank. He gets transferred every 3 years. So, Rohan has to shift from one place to another. He has traveled to many places and received education at different schools. Anita's father worked in a factory, but after some years, the factory closed down. Anita's family was in trouble. With their house income going down drastically, her father decided to move from the small town. They settled in Delhi, and he gets a job in Delhi. Anita is happy too. Delhi is a big city, and she feels a little lost, although she has adjusted well to her new school and her neighborhood. Dinesh wanted to study further and moved to USA to join a university there. After 2 years, he completed his studies and found a new job there. He now stays in the US with his family. Rani's sister Rekha is getting married the coming week. The elders in the family are very busy with the wedding preparations. After marriage, Rekha will move to Mumbai to live with her husband and his family. Shyam was sleeping with his parents and his sister when earthquake struck the area. Many houses collapsed. People lost their homes and all belongings and had to move to a different place to start afresh. People who work for the armed forces have to move from place to place, depending on their posting and to which part of the country their services are required. However, wherever they go, the government takes care to make sure that they are provided with comfortable housing and other facilities. Children in such families have to change schools often. This sometimes becomes difficult for a child because he or she has to make new friends and adjust in a new environment again and again. But, on the other hand, this may be fun too, because the children eventually have so many friends in different parts of the country and also experience a great variety which makes their experience richer. Most children can adjust themselves well in such situations. Relationship within a family. Look at this family chart. It shows 4 generations of a family. The oldest member is 80 years old, Mr. Sharma. He was an engineer in government office. His wife, Mrs. Sharma, was the principal of a girls' college. The youngest member is Manu. He is 5 years old. Mrs. Sharma, Mr. Sharma are the first generation. And then they have Neeraj, who is son, and Neha, which is the daughter-in-law. Sarita, who is the daughter, and Aman, who is the son-in-law. Nutan, daughter, Raju is the son-in-law. So they are the second generation. Then we have Rahul, who is son of Neeraj and Neha. Rahul is married to Preeti, who is the daughter-in-law. And then they have another son who is Akshay. Sumit is son of Sarita and Aman, and Amita is his wife. So Amita becomes the daughter-in-law for Sarita and Aman. Niharika is the daughter of Nutan and Raju, and Anuj is the son-in-law. Radhika is the daughter, so this becomes the third generation. Tanisha and Manu are the daughter and the son of Rahul and Preeti. So they are the fourth generation, as Dhaval, who is the son of Niharika. Mr. Sharma is the first generation of the family. He has 1 son and 2 daughters. They represent the second generation. Mr. Sharma's grandchildren and their spouses represent the third generation of the family. Tanisha, Manu, and Dhaval are Mr. Sharma's great-grandchild. Members of Mr. Sharma's family live in different places. His elder son lives with him in Delhi. He does his own business. His wife also helps him in his business. Mr. Sharma's elder daughter migrated to London a long time ago, where she is working with a company. Her husband is a doctor. Another daughter lives in Lucknow. Her husband has transferable job. They have lived in many places. Of the 5 grandchildren, 3 are married. Others are busy in their studies and job. Family values. Members of a family, even if living separately, share some basic values and traditions. They celebrate their joys together. They stand by each other in times of sorrow. Weddings and deaths bring together all the members of a family. Summer and winter vacations are the times when children visit their extended families. With changing times, many customs and traditions have changed. Earlier, women were only seen in the role of homemakers. Today, women are managing work outside the home too. Men take active part in various household activities so that women do not have to do all the work at home. Children also help their parents with various household jobs. Some values, however, remain unchanged. The younger members are respectful towards the elders. Elders also love and take care of the young. To teach children about values and rules, sometimes the elders have to be strict with them. Time to relearn. Often, the members of a family have to shift from one place to another. Sometimes people shift to fulfill their job requirements or for better educational opportunities. Sometimes people lose their homes and properties due to some natural calamities, and so have to shift in search of new jobs and homes. Members of a family, even if living separately, share some basic values and traditions. Chapter 2. Likings and dislikings.